Do you need a break from paying your taxes? Not like a Donald Trump break where you don't really pay them, but like a break from actually sending stuff to the IRS. If you do, there is something really great happening here on MSNBC that you won't want to miss. Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, MSNBC Films will present Leguizamo Does America, which is a new series from NBC News Studios and, as the name would imply, John Leguizamo. Across 6 episodes, John travels across the country taking a look at the Latin communities in U.S. cities like Chicago and Miami and D.C. The first installment takes a look at New York City, and I will tell you from firsthand viewing, it is a delight. The show premieres Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern on MSNBC, and it streams on Peacock. But earlier today, I had the opportunity to talk to John about how this show came to be. And we also chatted about everything else, what it was like growing up in Queens, Latino voters and their relationship with religion, and what it was like to host The Daily Show on the day when Donald Trump became the first former president to be indicted. Check it out. Tell me a little bit about how it came to be. Did you have the idea and then execute, or did someone come to you and say, you got to do this because the country needs this right now? How did it happen?
It was a slow evolution. It started with Latin history for morons because I was a moron. I didn't know about our Latin contributions, vast, incredible contributions. I didn't know about our history in this country and in the world. And all of a sudden, once this knowledge hits you, you're changed. I was a changed man. And I feel people have told me that when they see Latin history for morons, they were changed forever. Because once you know that, you know, we had all these empires here. We're the oldest ethnic group, the largest ethnic group in America.
Yeah.
We discovered America. We conquered ourselves because, you know, I'm indigenous and Spaniard. So, you know, that happened there. And then, you know, building America. We were part of it was built on our backs. But we're thrivers. We're resilient. We're here. We add $2.8 trillion to the GDP every year.
Amazing.
If we were our own economy, we'd be the 5th largest economy in the world, bigger than Brazil, bigger than Italy, bigger than England. And here we are.
As an Asian American, I understand the feeling.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do.
We're unsung in terms of our economic might and political clout. When you say you didn't know your history and the contributions of the Latinx community in the Americas, or in America specifically, why do you think that is? Like, what is it?
Psychosocial erasure. You know, our contributions are erased for obvious reasons. We're such a huge force in America, and it's worked because by not knowing our contributions and our history kept me from being more vocal, kept me from demanding what is due me, kept us from demanding more political power and clout. And obviously, you know, half of America used to be Mexico, so and there were, Arizona, Montana, Texas, California, New Mexico, Nevada. I mean, they all used to be, and they're full of Latin people.
Yeah.
And have been for, 500 years. So you keep those people down by keeping their history from them, from, taking their political power, their land wealth. And then you can rule them and you can control them and you can manipulate them.
I don't mean to be monolithic about this, but how do you talk about and talk to the Latinx community in this day and age, and why aren't politicians more successful?
How do you speak to a diaspora like the Latin people?
Yeah.
I mean, when I do my shows, that's how I learned how to talk to them, because I was a very New York City kid, very ghetto, Colombian and New Yorican. And I didn't think that my story would travel. I didn't think it would travel outside of New York. And then I went to Chicago, and boom, this Mexican, Puerto Rican community loved what I was talking about. And when I went to Texas, I was blown again. My mind was blown because they dug it too. And here I was talking about a very specific experience, but they understood I spoke for them. So I think if you're specific about your experience, it resonates with other Latin people. And hopefully it resonates with other groups as well.
One of the themes you explore in Miami is why the Latinx population is moving towards the Republican Party. For people who haven't seen that episode yet, can you give us a sort of preview on your thesis there?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. We Latin people are still Catholic for the most part. We're converting to evangelism, but in large numbers, because the church has failed us in so many ways. So they're conservative. There's a conservative element within the Latin community. So you have that. But we still voted Democratic because, we felt it protected. We had unions. They were protecting the minimum wage. They were talking about us. for us. Bernie Sanders is the only one who's done it right. You know why?
Why?
Because he got Latin consultants that nobody else did. And they told him what he had to say, what he had to focus on, and what he had to do, and he did those things.
Tell me, what were those things? I mean, what was
Well,
this?
obviously
what did
talk
you-
about the workforce, always talking about jobs,
Yep.
always talking about the
Economic
economy.
issues.
Yes, economics, and especially, working class economics. That's because that's the majority where we're trapped for the most part, because even though Latin women are the #1 small business creators in America, they can't get bank loans to grow their bank. Latin women are the lowest paid workforce in America. It's painfully obvious to me when I walk around New York and go to offices, and I'm in LA. It feels like a cultural apartheid.
Yeah.
Where I'm like in all these fancy executives' offices
Mm-hmm.
and buildings, and the Latin people are all doing all the labor, the work.
It's
but
like
they're
a
not in the, they're not allowed.
They're not in the C-suite.
No.
You mentioned New York just there, and I want to touch on it for a second because the first episode begins in New York.
Yes, my origin story. Yeah.
And your origin story, I gotta say, and it's not just because I cover politics all day, but I think the New Yorkiness of a very prominent figure in our politics helps explain some of his psychology. You're from Queens.
Yes.
There's another
Bridge and Tunnel. Yeah, my wife calls me Bridge and Tunnel. I get it.
Donald Trump's from Queens too.
No, not from the same
not
area
the
I'm
same-
from.
Totally.
Yeah.
But there is something that you say. You talk about this. There's a moment in that first episode where you talk about Manhattan.
Yeah.
And it was like to get across the
Was
bridge.
Oz.
It's
yeah.
Oz, right?
Yeah.
It's the city on the hill, and
It's
like
unreachable in
right.
a way.
It's close
mythological.
enough that you mingle.
Yeah.
You like rub shoulders.
Well, then you see all the rich, wealthy people. You could because New York is not like L.A. It's not so you're in your car.
Yeah.
So I was bumping with them in the subways. I was seeing them in their fancy stores and the restaurants, but you couldn't get to them.
Yeah.
Or get there.
And that the elusiveness of that Manhattan
Yeah.
power and wealth becomes, in some people's minds, the driving project
Oh, yeah.
of their lives, right? Like you understand to some degree what I think is a major organizing principle in Donald Trump's life, which is power and money.
He was already wealthy. I mean, his
Sure,
dad had.
of course.
He was
And
born into wealth,
he was
so he
born
didn't really
into wealth.
acquire it. He lost it basically. If he had been able to be a real great financier, he would have tripled his.
Yes.
But
his father bailed him
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
No trying to draw
Yeah.
parallels between the circumstances
Yeah.
you grew up in and so many others and what he grew up into, but the obsession with wealth,
Yeah.
the obsession.
You can
with
see it in a
power.
lot of New Yorkers. I mean, he's not alone in that
Yeah.
obsession. I mean, Manhattan has become that, unfortunately. We lost because of the disparity. It's all bankers and real estate developers, and, that's...
Trump
It's
is
sad.
at the vanguard of all of that, right?
Yeah.
He helped make that happen. You were hosting The Daily Show
Yeah.
the day that Trump got.
Oh, my God, that was crazy.
What was that
madness.
like?
First of all, it was the most coveted news story that all the other...
It dropped in your lap.
Yeah, they were like, oh, John got it. And I was like, I was about to go on air, then they said, stop. You got to stop. You got to rewrite the first 15 minutes. You got to take a pause. We told the audience to wait. They had to rewrite the whole opening segment because of Trump got indicted. And everybody was waiting for that.
And you, lifelong New Yorker.
Yeah.
You know this guy.
Yeah.
You know
I've met him
and
a few times, yeah.
You've met him.
Yeah.
He's coming back to he's getting arrested in New York.
Yeah.
Like, this is a New York, it's a national story, but it's a
Huge.
New York
But no,
story.
because we knew him. We knew that he was a loser. We knew that he was a scam artist. But America didn't know that. They believed The Apprentice. We knew him. We met him. We knew what he was up to. We knew he wasn't the real deal. We know what that smells like, what that smacks of, and he didn't have that.
And what was it like announcing the news that he was getting arrested for both you as a broadcaster in that moment, but as a New Yorker?
It was crazy. It was like, how did this golden moment land in my lap? And of course, the producers of The Daily Show kept reminding me how lucky and coveted that was. And then when I announced it to the audience, because their phones are turned off, they're not allowed to be texting, they screamed. The energy in that room was so electric that I had to just flow with it. I'd be like I had to surf it.
Well, how do you think of this moment politically? Because at one point, I think there are some people that are incredibly heartened at the justice system finally
works.
holding
That no one's
someone
above the
accountable,
law.
right?
Yes.
But some people are also terrified of what may be to come because this
Well,
is such
nobody
a
showed
polarized...
up just recently. I mean, wasn't he disappointed? Nobody came to watch me get fingerprinted, do the perp walk. Where was everybody?
You've perfected your Trump.
I'm perfecting it. Work in progress.
But I mean, and we're seeing, back to the theme of the show, we're seeing this
concerted effort to erase history in schools, in history books.
Disgusting, as I call them. Yeah.
DeSantis in Florida, and you're trying to push the ball in the other direction, which is let's look at our history. Let's look at the contributions of this.
We have to push back. We have to fight against that attempt to take our history out that we're trying to put back in because it's not in there. If American history books aren't accurate, they're fiction. It's a fiction. If you don't put all the things that really happened, we Latin people are the only ethnic group that has fought in every single war America has ever had, and we're the most awarded in each of those wars. And I'm talking about the American Revolution. Those stories are nowhere to be seen. They're nowhere written. And so this fight, we need to double down on the fight and protect and stay woke. Even though they're making it sound like being woke is a bad thing, it's a great thing.
Latinx. You use the term. Sarah Huckabee Sanders wants to ban the term Latinx from any public documents in the state of Arkansas. Do you think of that as a political statement at this point?
No, I mean, it's silly to be fighting over a term that you call yourselves. I mean, I know there's Latin groups that are young and elderly that don't want to go, that don't like it Latinx. I love it. It sounds like we're X-Men, like we're superheroes, Latinxers, and it's inclusive, it's non-binary. I think it's really incredible. But, let her try to ban it. It just adds more fuel to being woke.
I'm ready for the John Leguizamo history course.
Oh, I'm getting it ready for you. PBS this fall, September 15th.
Wait, for real?
For real.
Oh, my God. I mean, and who even knew? You're a busy man, sir.
I'm an immigrant. I'm always working.
John Leguizamo, we appreciate the hustle. Again, the first episode of this 6-part series premieres Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern here on MSNBC, and it will be streaming on Peacock.